You guys, I want to remind you of the importance of breath work. Deep breathing. This is something that so many of us fail to do or forget to do. It is so absolutely crucial to take longer, more rhythmic breaths. Now, I'm not saying that you should just freak out over this and constantly try to do deep breathing, although that's a beneficial thing. What I am, however, saying, folks, is take some time every day to sit down and breathe. Breathe slowly. Let your lungs, let your diaphragm fill up, and then hold that breath and then let it out. Deep breathing. Let the lungs stretch, you guys. So many of us end up breathing very shallow from like the upper lung. We don't fill our diaphragm, our stomach up. We don't breathe from the lower lung upward. That's what I'm saying. And this creates a lot of problems, you guys, because the breath is the key to life here. And when you're taking very shallow breaths and only filling your lung capacity with a minute fraction of its potential, you end up living under the jurisdiction of shallow breathing. And breathing, you guys, can alter the consciousness. Breathing allows you to nourish your body if you breathe properly. The breath is so crucial, and why more people aren't talking about this is a mystery to me. In fact, when I say that, I'm actually pointing the finger at me because I don't talk about this anywhere near enough on this channel. And sometimes, you guys, I'll sit down and I'll reflect over my content and I'll go, holy shit, why haven't I really done a lot of it, like talking about this particular subject or that particular subject? So there's going to be a lot more emphasis, you guys, on breath work here on this channel. And we're going to do some, guided breath work together. There's so many different forms of breath work, and there's so many different techniques and this, that, and the other. And I want to share with you the ones that have worked most for me. So one of the ones that I like to teach, and one of the breath works that has given me the most benefit, you guys, is a rather odd form of breathing called it's a reverse breathing technique, if I can speak today, that I first learned about through reading one of John Crider's books. And that particular book is called Vampire's Way, folks. I have a video review of that book on my channel. In fact, I'll put it in the link in the description box below, a link to that video. Remarkably easy book to read, remarkably beneficial. And in that particular breathing technique, Jesus, I cannot speak today, teaches you how to actually utilize negative energy by way of turning it into positive energy. That particular breathing technique teaches you how to siphon back into your system all of the energy that you lose, bring it into the system, and then turn it into energy. So it teaches you how to literally use your negativity, negative thoughts, negative whatever, pull it back into your system, alchemically transmute it, and then distribute that energy throughout your system. And that may sound kind of crazy, you guys, to consume negative energy, to bring it back into your system. But energy is energy, and energy that is lost is energy that is lost. If you can bring it back into your system, change it into positive energy within your system, and then redistribute it back through your body, through your consciousness, it's remarkable. And this is something that has to be experienced directly. I can only talk about it so much. A lot of this stuff that I talk about on this channel, you have to engage in and practice. But Vampire's Way, the key to psychic self-defense, I believe that's the name of that book. It teaches you how to reverse breathe to create like a pump of sorts that sucks energy back into your system that you lose. John Crider in that book also teaches you how to transmute that energy once it's brought back into your system so that you can turn it into nothing but pure positive energy and then recirculate it throughout your body. The drastic effects that this can have on your consciousness and your well-being when done properly are remarkable. But that in no way, shape, or form is the only form of breath work that I use. Sometimes, you guys, just sitting down and slowly breathing through your mouth or your nose, holding it, and then breathing out can produce drastic effects. Just simple stuff. We've been disconnected from simplicity because we live in this weird AI-driven, fucking technologically advanced, blah, blah, blah culture where we have all these phones and gadgets and obligations and tasks, but we sometimes forget, more often than not, in fact, we forget to remember the basics, the fundamentals, the things that can bring us the most benefit and well-being. This is a crazy world, you guys. It's totally out of balance. And if you're not breathing properly, if you're not eating properly, if you're not getting the exercise and doing the grounding and blocking the blue light and the other things that we talk about on this channel, there's a good chance you are losing energy at an accelerated rate. The loss of energy here in this material realm can be related to bad health. When you experience bad health, you lose your energy. You start burning through your reserves. And when you lose energy, you lose vitality, you lose your vigor, you lose your drive. It's like burning the candle at both ends. Or it's like a candle that burns too bright and it burns too hot and the wax burns or melts way too quickly. You're draining your vitality. And vitality is the precursor to a powerful life, and we all need to have powerful lives, full of strength, full of clarity, full of peace. And let me tell you, you guys, it's remarkably difficult to have authentic peace when your breath is out of alignment, when you're not breathing properly. So a massive amount of growth and development can come from proper breathing. A massive amount of growth and development can come from things like yoga, proper yoga. And proper yoga, such as Kundalini yoga, by default will incorporate proper breathing into the physical postures that you hold, you name it. Real yoga, ladies and gentlemen, will teach you how to breathe properly. So, again, it's a mystery to me as to why these schools don't preach about the benefits of deep breathing. They don't teach you how to do any of these things. These education systems that, in my opinion, are glorified mind control facilities, don't teach you about the Kundalini energy, how your body has a literal highway of energy in it that can bring you into, states of nirvana and in Christ consciousness, into total enlightenment. They're not teaching us about the chakra churches, the energy pylons. They're not teaching us about the thousands of meridians in our system, these energetic highways that circulate life force through our body. They are teaching us all this curriculum and all this nonsense. In my opinion, it's a crime against humanity. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just the guy here on YouTube telling you that there's much more to life than what we've been told, and that we've been sold a bill of goods, and that by buying into that bill of goods and never questioning it, we end up being hoodwinked by it. We end up tailoring our lives on the lies, on the nonsense. So, in my opinion, we need a fundamental reboot, a fundamental reset of our systems, of our mind, so that we can develop the way God designed us to develop. In the same way, folks, that a vehicle needs an intercooler to bring air into the engine to cool everything off, we need proper breathing. We need proper breathing. There's a lot of stuff that we require for an optimal, healthy life that we don't engage in. Bizarre world, guys. Bizarre world. So I would highly suggest, again, picking up a copy of John Kreider's book, Vampire's Way, The Key to Psychic Self-Defense. And then start incorporating the reverse breathing techniques that he teaches you how to do. And as you begin to do this, it will become second nature to learn how to do this reverse breathing technique. And now anytime you're in a situation where you feel anxiety or negativity or doubt or disbelief, whatever, you can utilize this very specific, very incredible reverse breathing technique to siphon or suck in, to create a pump, to pump all the energy that you're losing. it back into your system so that you can circulate it through your system so you're not experiencing this accelerated entropy of negative thoughts and emotions. Anyways, you guys, I've got to wrap this one up. My battery's dying. I love you all. May peace be with you.